Free at last, free at last. Thank God they are free at last. I didn't really want to even talk about this story, but let's get into it. I started to hear so many different conflicting stories. I could not imagine being a parent, being in this situation with a hostile fool. And so many people not having compassion, understanding, grace, mercy, common sense, all of the above. Let's first address the person that this happened to. Because from my understanding and from what I'm looking at, he used to putting them LNRs on the right people, but he messed around and he would never hit nobody else again. That's how I look at it. Because you got to look at his village that raised him. Who did not correct him a long time ago to tell him that ain't the way to go. Okay? So he was very comfortable at being able to do what he wanted to do to women for a very long time. Because the way he squared up at her, get your food, this is and the third. She calmly told her son, go to the car. That could have been taken however y'all want to take it. Normally people go to their trunk. Stop playing, y'all. But the young man went to the car. He seemed like he got mad when she said it to him and struck her. The way he struck her like he was fighting a man. Or he was trying to beat somebody into submission to having his way. So this grown man decided to take all his frustration, rage, brokenness, piss poor behavior and mentality out on a woman that ain't had nothing to do with him, that didn't know him. And he fucked around and found out, and now he late. Okay? People mad, people in an uproar. I don't get it. I'm glad they dropped the charges. I think they need to move and go on with their life somewhere else. Perhaps a little small town out in Iowa somewhere, because these people are not going to be forgiven, especially if you live in a place that's just extra ghetto and they think it's okay for this type of behavior. That man, he hit her like a man. Like, remember, was it on Friday? Yeah, he hit her like a man. I just could not understand. And how it played out on media. And I was just on somebody's live not too long ago. I was on Capo's live. And somebody else mentioned that everything was dropped. And I was like, shoot, let me go look. I get on my phone. And I confirmed it for her. And this is one of the outlets that I saw it on. And it was like 2 minutes that it had just came out. And I'm going to tell you, collectively, the people spoke. And this is how it happened. Because it was fully investigated. Even though they went and apprehended them, of course, if it was other people, like, they would have been at home. And before they were, arrested. But, of course, they had to make it seem like they, did what they were supposed to do to keep it down, keep the heat down in the city. And whatever. But this has to be a very traumatizing situation for the mother, because how did you get, what I'm saying? Like, this is a crazy situation. And for real, if she didn't have it, what could have been the outcome? That man was enraged, unhinged. I need him to test his blood levels. What was he on? Because I just don't get how people think they can go in public, put their hands on people, and it ain't no consequences. He got instant karma. And I'm going to tell you something, young men, young ladies, everybody keep their hands themselves respectfully, because you never know what another person holds. And you don't know how far they will go to protect themselves and the people that they love. Now, for this young man, had to be a very traumatizing situation, because he didn't know what to do. He went and got it, and he used it. And he killed somebody, probably the first time he used it. So that's traumatic for him and himself. Because when it come down to certain situations, it's you or it's going to be me. You don't know what that woman been through and what he witnessed his mama going through or in the past for her to go ahead and get licensed to do what she needed to do. So with that being said, he won't go let nobody do that. Let me tell you something. I got 2 grown sons. I can't say he wrong. I can't. Because you don't know what he seen, what he witnessed. She had all of that for a reason. She was in Chicago. She could have been, things happen. Things have happened to her already for her to already stay ready that way. She had to get ready. And that young man was late to the party. I'm about to go.